For a retired professional living a quiet life in the north of England, the digital world offered a simple way to meet new people. He wasn't looking for high drama, just connection. He found it in Dr. Elena Sorokina. She presented herself as a pediatrician working at a major children's hospital in Moscow. Her dating profile was notably modest, avoiding the usual flashy red flags. Over the next 6 months, she built a highly detailed reality. She sent photos of herself in clinical lighting, standing in hospital corridors with other staff in the background, and even shared a scanned copy of her medical diploma. She also maintained a strict, predictable schedule. She was exhausted after Wednesday rounds, unavailable on weekends, covering for a colleague. It mimicked the exhausting rhythm of a real medical career perfectly. Feeding a target boring, unglamorous professional details creates a reality that feels too tedious to be a fiction. This slow-burn approach allows a scammer to embed themselves in a victim's daily life long before any high-stakes demand arrives. Then the routine broke. She told him about an incredible professional opportunity, an international pediatric symposium taking place in London. The registration fee and flights came to exactly £4,200. She asked if he could help cover the upfront cost, promising to pay him back the moment she landed and they finally met in person. He almost sent the money, but at the last moment he hesitated. Instead of authorizing the transfer, he handed the file over to professional investigators. The genius of the scam is in the specific number. £4,200 is large enough to fund a massive return on a 6-month time investment, but small enough that an emotionally invested victim can rationalize it as a short-term loan to someone they trust. While the client was emotionally certain about the woman he'd been speaking to every day, the investigators approached the evidence with absolute professional skepticism. They started with the hospital. Morozov Children's Hospital maintains a public directory of all its physicians. A search for Elena Sorokina yielded 0 results. To be legitimate, a Russian medical diploma must follow a strict mathematical logic, exactly 2 letters followed by 7 digits. The client's scanned diploma failed instantly. It contained 8 digits and a wrong regional letter prefix. The university confirmed the number didn't exist. An impressive-looking piece of paper, complete with stamps and signatures, is entirely useless if its underlying mathematical logic is counterfeit. With the paperwork dismantled, the team moved to the visual evidence, running reverse image searches on those candid, clinical hospital corridor photos. The search revealed the images weren't taken in a Moscow hospital at all. They matched a bookable room in a private photography clinic located hundreds of miles away in St. Petersburg, designed specifically for professional photo sessions. Even the work ID badge fell apart. The design was traced back to a generic template available on multiple document creation websites. Authentic hospital badges feature a specific color scheme and a mandatory holographic strip. By exploiting foreign victims' ignorance of these mundane local details, scammers easily pass off lazy digital templates as reality. This leaves a critical question. Why choose a medical professional as the cover story? The answer lies in the demanding environment of a hospital ward. A doctor has a built-in excuse for every constraint in an online relationship. Late replies? She's doing rounds. No video? She's on the ward. Can't visit? Doctors need exit permits. The medical profession offers a structural cover story. It frames isolation as a professional duty, turning standard red flags into proof of dedication. In 3 days, the investigation was complete. A potential loss of £4,200 was entirely avoided by a simple verification process that cost just £89. But when the client received the final report, he told the investigators that the money wasn't the focal point. His most disorienting takeaway was realizing the woman he had spoken to every single day for half a year had never actually existed. The economic threat was gone, but the emotional cost remained. The client found himself grieving for a partner who had never actually existed. If you are dating internationally online, you need an actionable defense mechanism. The most effective tool is the live verification test. Demand an unscripted video call and request a specific, random physical action that cannot be pre-recorded, like holding up a piece of paper with a chosen word, turning their head in profile, or panning the camera to show the room. A real medical professional can comply with this odd request in 30 seconds. A scammer, trapped by a stolen identity, will generate endless excuses. We operate in a digital ecosystem where empathy is routinely routinized for profit. In this space, objective methodology and ruthless verification are the only true anchors for trust.